Hey, so I'm here to talk about the Xbox partner preview that just happened. Um, Long story short, I think this was kind of ass. I usually can find a few things I can appreciate in these sorts of like showcases, directs, presents, whatever. But this kind of came out of nowhere and felt unnecessary. Felt unnecessary. So let's kind of talk about some of the stuff. And the first thing was this Unknown Nine, which was as you can see right here, some sort of, I don't know, fantasy RPG thing. I have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is like one of the greatest games ever created. I'm not interested by something like this. It's just like you need to pique me. You need to pique my interest to kind of to get me in. So I'm not really familiar with this developer. I haven't really researched them. I don't give a shit. The next game they showed is something called Sleight of Hand. So this is coming from Joshua Boggs, who's the developer of this mobile game Framed, which people are is a big deal. So this is some sort of a noir sort of stealth game, breaking into like this horror sort of setting. I don't know, maybe. The Alters was this sci-fi thing that was shown that like kind of looked neat in concept. I have no idea how it plays though. It's like, oh, you have all these different variants of yourselves from decisions you didn't make, and then it goes into like split screen and shows them all doing a bunch of shit. Some sort of escape puzzle game. I don't really know. I didn't really get it. Maybe this was peak of interest for me. Creatures of Ava. So is PAL-like games a thing now? So it kind of looked a little bit like Pal World. In a way, it was like this action-adventure game with these colorful little creatures. It's coming again day one of Game Pass. So if something goes on Game Pass, I mean, I'll check it out. Like, I'll give it a go. So maybe this one, because I had all the colorful little creatures and the Venusaur-looking guy, I'm like, fuck it. You know, it looks like a less asset-y, flippy Pal World, if that's a thing. Pal-like games. The Sinking City 2. Unreal 5 survival horror game. Unreal Engine 5 survival horror game. I didn't play the first one. Maybe it's something I should check out because I am a big survival horror nut, you could say. I mean, especially sort of like your PS1, you know, Silent Hill, Resident Evil, you know, Alone in the Dark, this sort of shit. So, I know this one's been like done and caught up in some sort of weird legal battles, but maybe I'll have to check these games out, but honestly, I don't know anything about it. Another thing that they put here, which I want to avoid, is Final Fantasy XIV is going to Game Pass. It's going to Xbox and it's going to Game Pass, and they're putting everything there. I do not want to get addicted to an MMORPG, so I just want to try and wipe that out from my head. I know the meme. I know you guys are like, you know, did you know that with, you know, Realm Reborn, you can, yeah, I know it's sick. I know it's great. I just don't want to get, addicted, man. I got that addicted personality, and I'm already diving into the world of Magic the Gathering again, so I don't need more of this shit, alright? The Stalker, Shadow Chernobyl games. Okay, cool. They're remastering them all. I think they're all heading to Game Pass. Cool. The first Berserker, some sort of action RPG thing. I don't know. Cool. I don't really know what it is. There's Persona 3, the Persona 3 remake, Persona 3 Reload. They're giving that downloadable content. The Persona 3 remake is dope. It's really, really well done. I'm really, really enjoying it. That sort of what I thought was Onimusha or whatever it is, that Capcom game that's coming out, the Japanesey one. It's called Kunitsu Gami, Path of the Goddess. They've said that that's like this year and it's Game Pass. So I mean, I don't know. With the exception of Exoprimal, And honestly, I guess to an extent, Resident Evil 3, the RE Engine games kind of hit. And I'm going to include the Ghosts and Goblins game in that 2D game they made with it. The RE Engine games kind of hit. Capcom are a premium fucking studio, with the exception of Exoprimal. So I'll check this thing out, you know, I'll see what it is. There was some sort of like weird Robloxy style game, and you can be Chucky for a bit, you know, from Child's Play. You can play as Chucky. So I don't know. So what are the headlines here? Weird RPG things I don't really know about. Stalker remake, cool. Persona remake, DLC, cool. What's the point of this shit, man? I don't know, man. I don't know if there's... Oh, well, I guess, was this a big deal? Was anyone treating this as a big deal? I guess it can chuck a few things together, a little promotion, put on a show. Hey, here's some stuff, a few things to Game Pass. I don't know, man. I don't even know what's coming out for the rest of the year, and it doesn't actually, let's be honest, it doesn't matter, because I'm going to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth until the fucking wheels fall off. And by the time, you know, by the time that happens, there'll be extra characters on Street Fighter 6, and then what more does a little boy need? You know? Between the Final Fantasy VII rebirthing itself and a little bit of Street Fighter action, and then when I get bored of that, maybe I'll have a Nintendo Switch number 2 in my hands. That's another topic. Peace out. I don't know what I'm doing here.